Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. And as you can see from the title of this video, I want to give you all the rundown on Martell's Instagram Live that apparently he did earlier today in the daytime while I was at the park reading and minding my business. So shout out to Empress Radio. She captured Martell's Instagram Live. So if you want to hear all of the things that I'm going to go over straight from the horse's mouth, be sure to go over to Empress Radio's YouTube channel where you can hear Martell speaking on these things that I'm going to be giving my commentary on. Now, before we get into all of it, because he is giving manosphere, okay? He is giving Kevin Samuel's guardian angel of some sort, okay? So before we get into it all, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. Even if you were to hit the dislike button, either one of those work the same. They kind of like stimulate the video, if you will, pushing it through YouTube's algorithm and recommending it to more people who love to enjoy discussing the various topics of love and marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you. All right, and everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. So I watched Empress Radio's video tonight. I listened to Martell, and he is the king of the delusional people. Okay, the delusional people, they are a separate race, and he is their king. Okay, so I do want to point out that during this Instagram Live, he had the kids with them. As you can see, like I said, it was daytime, he's outdoors, and the kids were driving what appeared to be like four-wheelers. And he let his phone pan to the background where one of the kids was in one of the four-wheelers. We did not see the kid like face to face, obviously, because they were like out in the field driving the vehicle. But we saw, like he said, like, yeah, they're out there, and he showed one vehicle moving, and Knox slash Maverick was sitting beside him, and he legit let his camera phone show Knox, right? So that's like so annoying, slap in the face, where he gets to be free to show, one of his kids, but Melody can't show them at all on social media. And he, was definitely claiming Milani. That was something that stood out for Empress as well. So he definitely plays that game where there's like a question of paternity. I also did like a throwback video where Dr. Heavenly interviewed him. And before she ended up cursing him out, she asked him, so like, what's the deal? Do you think like one of Melody's kids isn't yours? And he said, hell no. So he has already claimed Milani as his own, as well as all four of the Eminem kids. During today's Instagram Live, Martell did admit to spanking the kids. He said that neither he nor Melody can spank the kids because of the allegations that we saw in the court documents. In my opinion, though, Martell, it does not matter that Melody cannot spank them either, because she was the one who brought her concerns to the court. Duh. So that's really a minor point that she can't spank them either, because the allegations were surrounding you. But he loves anything that is negative about he or Ariane. He loves to somehow try to weave Melody in it, because it's like he wants to try and bring Melody down to their level, but he knows that that's not the truth. Melody said that, Martell said that women can't drive. So again, the children are driving these non-conventional vehicles like four-wheelers. And he was saying that, yeah, my daughters are out here driving them and they don't know what they're doing because y'all women can't drive. Yes, I said it. I've said this in previous videos that he thinks very little of women. And so even those more comments that could come off more minor, I feel like they're representative of a much broader picture. And that broader picture is how he thinks little of women. And Martell said that he's never abused his kids or woman, and that anyone can file a motion. He said that he has been victorious. Well, Martell, it sounds like, in my opinion, of course, I am not in the middle of the legal situation, nor do I know you all personally, but from what I've read and from what other people have given commentary on, it sounds like it's ongoing. It sounds like you all just recently had a court appearance and you have another one coming up this summer. So it's ongoing. It has not been concluded yet by the courts. But wishful thinking that you are victorious, I think that the judge is being merciful and still letting the two of you have 50-50 custody. Like you said in this Instagram live, you still have your kids 1 week on and 1 week off. And also, in my opinion, that is still a plus for Melody with it being 50-50, because that definitely means that she is not paying you child support. And if you have the disposable income, which is the money after you pay all of your monthly bills, to do anything extra, to entertain yourself, assuming you had to pay to rent those four-wheelers for your large family. So you definitely would not need any of Melody's money for child support if you can afford such an activity as the kids driving the four-wheelers, in my opinion. Now, Martell said he knows why men throw in the towel. So he did not elaborate, but I assume he means he sees why some men, they choose not to date anymore. Yeah, I see why why they just throw in the towel, almost as if saying like women, like there are no catches out there. But Martell, I think those are men that cannot get a quality woman. And they are wrapping it up in a box that they're calling throwing in the towel, like they don't want to date. But if they have your mentality and they say things like women can't drive, and I'm going to get to another comment that he's going to make, it gives manosphere, red pill sector here on YouTube. Shout out to Queen Sheba and Journey to Jasmine, who bravely speak up for women in the manosphere red pill section on YouTube when they dog women out for their looks and they blame women for being single parents as if they create babies on their own. Martell's going to make another manosphere comment that I will get to in a moment. But when I take myself out, especially like to like a neighborhood pub, there's lots of Black men who appear to be single. They're not there on dates. They're not wearing any wedding bands. And they say some of the most obnoxious things at the bar. And I'm like, see, this is why you probably do not have a woman, because of the things that you say. It is an instant turnoff. And Martell, he would be the exact same way if he was at the bar and called himself trying to charm a woman. I can already tell. Now, Martell said that he's over the kids' athletics. And in the first set of court documents, we saw where Melody makes the decisions regarding the kids' religion, medical decisions, if applicable, and anything relating to cultural activities. Meanwhile, Martell manages the kids' athletics. In my opinion, he was saying that in this video, like, I'm over the athletics. I'm over the athletics, because that's all that you're qualified to do, sir. Okay. And I'm not saying that athletics is not important, but like when I was in college and even post college, like if people just follow sports and they would make jokes about Michigan State, and I didn't have much of a reaction, and they would say, why? And I'm like, well, I went there for the academics. I don't focus on sports. I'm sorry. But, like that's the level to which I look at it. But then Martell brought up the fact that he's over the kids' athletics, because he says, I can put them in whatever program I want to. But then he says, I don't complain when I have to drive the kids an hour and a half to 2 hours to their athletic programs because that's what they're enrolled in because Melody lives on that side of town. I imagine it is the more affluent side of town. And so they're enrolled in that school district. And he's tried to take the reins and enroll them in another school district, probably one, in my opinion, that Ariane suggests or that they live near. No, sir, absolutely not. If they're getting a more quality education in the school district that Melody has enrolled them in, they need to stay there. And you, as their father, should want them to be in the more high quality school district. Don't be petty because you're mad that Melody dumped you, that you want to enroll the kids in a lower level school district. And if you are over athletics, then you should want them to also be in that quality district where you know they're getting top notch training that could lead to scholarships. You know, Martell, be a forward thinker and don't just think petty. Think long term and what benefits your kids. Martell said that he is a man and he admits to raising his voice, so he was justifying, like, because he's a man, they can raise their voice. But he says, again, that he has not abused his kids or women. And then, he tried to reference his interview with Tasha K, where he tried to seem like the victim and said that he was beat up by Melody, allegedly, and that, she big. Well, we all know she has a beautiful figure, not fat. She may be tall, but Martell was trying to spin that as if, he would get beat up by her. But then he says, well, men do stupid shit, and sometimes they get hit by women. So he was pretty much admitting that he did trigger her to get her to react. And that was something that I was definitely talking about around that time of the Tasha K video, that he was triggering her to respond. Nobody is stupid, and we all saw through that. Martell said that he does not like seeing so many single women out here, being single as if that's cute. Martell, that is giving manosphere, red pill sector on YouTube. That is giving ignorant and simple minded. That's also giving not being totally honest and not going back to the beginning of the situation. Martell, how many Black women are single moms? Because either some of the men, they don't even have a mindset or a heart's desire for marriage. They don't even marry the mothers of their kids. Or if they are like you and do not value marriage, did not take their vows seriously, which is a promise to God to take care of the spouse, and then you lost your marriage. That's why women are single out here. And then there's women like me. I've never been married, but I'm not a single parent. I don't have any kids. So yes, I've been blessed to experience some things as a single woman, like home ownership and working hard and being educated. That's really important as a Black person. That is something that makes me proud. But I'm not going to say that my single status is anything less than or not cute, as you said, because I'm not going to settle just to say that I'm in a relationship. I'm not going to settle just to say that I'm married. So he would have to come correct. He would not have to have the mentality that you have, because that just would not qualify for me. Absolutely not. Martell said that he does so much by 7 a.m. He was talking about, I guess he had a very productive day. He was up really early. He got a lot done, and he was basically putting it out there saying that he's a good dad and he should affirm himself. He should. I hope that all of that is true. But, I just want to say you're not special. That's what you're supposed to do as a dad. I would hope you would get up and make sure that they have everything that they need, that they eat quality food and get their fruits and their vegetables and get some exercise and get enough sleep. And you need to comb their hair. You need to comb the little girl's hair. But that doesn't make you special. Remember in Boys in the Hood when Angela Bassett, she did not want, her son going down the wrong path. So she had him go live with his dad, played by Lawrence Fishburne. And then once he becomes a teenager, played by Cuba Gooding Jr., Lawrence Fishburne tries to say something smart to Angela Bassett to the effect of, like, he's been the main one raising him. And Angela Bassett had to tell Lawrence Fishburne, that's what you were supposed to do, and that's what women have been doing since the beginning of time. And that does not make you special. You may be cute, but you ain't special. And that is what came to my mind when Martell was talking about how he did so much for the kids by 7 a.m. Negro, that is what you are supposed to do. Now, some households, the woman may be more domesticated, especially if you're looking at an earlier time frame. My dad worked two jobs for dozens of years to provide for us. So that wouldn't be anything that he would say. He got up and did this and that around the house, and so much was done by 7 a.m. But my mom would have done it because daddy would have been out working. He was an auto plant worker. He worked for one of the big three in the plants, and he also worked at a cleaner's. And so, Martell, I don't think you're working two jobs. So, yeah, I think you should do some of the domestic work. That's what you're supposed to do. You're the dad. All five of those kids are yours. And, he talked about being investigated by DHR. And, he said they didn't find nothing. But again, it sounds like they still have, upcoming court appearances. Martell actually told a viewer that was on his Instagram Live to read the court documents and get educated. That was hilarious to me. I hope that person typed LOL in the chat and said, no, you get educated. But he was saying, go read the court documents and get educated. But that's what a lot of us content creators have done. We've gone through the court documents line by line. And I'm pretty sure that viewer did read the court documents. They're very clear and visible with the link that Urban Bell Magazine included in their article. You click on the hyperlink and there's the court documents, the first set. They're 5 pages. But yeah, he told someone to read and get educated. Martell said that Melody was forced to drop the allegations. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't think the allegations have been quote unquote dropped. I think that the judge may have concluded something of some sort. Obviously, the custody arrangement has remained where they each get 50-50 custody, 1 week on, 1 week off. But I don't think Melody herself has dropped any allegations. So he's trying to spin it, and he thinks that us viewers of Love and Marriage Huntsville are goofy enough to believe it. But that is my commentary. I took notes on his Instagram Live. Again, if you want to hear these words come out of Martell's mouth, just head on over to Empress Radio. Thank you so much for watching this reaction video. I really appreciate the support. Please hit the like button on this video. It is a free way of supporting the channel. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would love to have you as one of the showstoppers. Well, I am going to get ready for bed, and I will talk with you all soon. Have a good night. Bye.